I'm not the guy that's gonna go do some unlawful shit and then go tell on myself. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that. But if you got me, you got me. I'm not going to fight it in terms of, I mean, I'm smart enough to know the system, and when they got you, they got you. You know, I know. But I've just always been that way.
Yo, ready?
Give you a little story. I walked into the quick shop.
This is when?
Probably before prison.
Okay.
Yeah. Before I went to prison when I was 25. This probably happened during my addiction somewhere. Mm-hmm. But one of the dope dealers had some fire ass shit, and I needed it, and I had got a little taste of it, and have no money. And I says, what do you need, man? Because I ain't got no cash, but I need some of that. And I'm thinking, if you don't give it to him, I'm probably just gonna fucking take it. So tell me what you need, so I can go out and get it, so I don't have to fucking.
You're doing him a favor.
So he said that he needed some fucking cigarettes. So I went to Quick Shop and told the lady, I need 3 cartons of your Newports. She said, okay, honey. She set them on the counter. I just picked them up and walked out. Yeah, and then a couple weeks later, my fucking posters all on Quick Shops all over Hutch. Have you seen this guy? You know? Yeah, like Hutch Gossip. Now, they didn't. This was before they had posters. Shit.
Yeah.
And so when I went to court for that, the judge said, and this is just back to that integrity piece. Says, well, Mr. Hill, it looks like you're back in front of me again. Looks like you took 2 cartons of Newport cigarettes. I said, no, Your Honor, it's not right. He says, well, that's what it said. I said, it was 3 cartons. You're going to get me for what I did. I got to take it. I got to own it.
Yeah.
That's just who I was. It was 3. It wasn't 2. That's stupid. I know. That's just who I've always been that way.
Yeah.
Through all my crookedness, there's always been some integrity in there. Mm-hmm. It just always has been. They used to call me the polite bandit. Because people don't know.
Okay, so now you got me going.
You need a break?
I'm trying not to lose track. So you're in prison.
In 1998, I went all the way up until 2004. Got out and was back in 2005.
Oh, you went back?
And then I got out in 2005 and went back in 2007.
What? So prison didn't help?
No. I could do that on my head, bro. I wasn't scared after going to prison the first time. But it has nothing to do with prison. You never think that's where you're going. You're not just...
But even after you get out?
It's called addiction. The average person may comprehend exactly what you're thinking right now. Mm-hmm. But I promise you that if I gave that average person some drugs, cocaine, crack, that they would understand why I went back. Okay. You're not supposed to understand it. Mm-hmm. That's how powerful it is.
So what was
the changing factor?
Yeah, the light bulb. What was the thing that said, all right, it's time to chill?
Yeah. So robbery 98, convicted, did all my time. In fact, they give you good time. If you can do good while you're in prison, you can get out a little earlier. I didn't. I maxed all that shit out. I did my CR date. It meant that I did all of that time.
What were you doing?
Huh?
You did not get good time.
No, hell no. Dirty UAs, fights, contraband, being out of place, being over in your area when I'm not supposed to be. They take it. I mean, it's so easy. I lost 60 days for having my shirt untucked. And it was an accident in the chow hall. Yeah. It broke me, but it wasn't enough to stop my addiction. Like, it wasn't one of them things like it is now. Like, I ain't going back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool on that shit. I've aged out, but I'm not living that same lifestyle. Like, I've actually found some value in me. When everyone says, "Oh, you're Mike Hill Jr." Yeah, I am. I don't care what you think anymore. I started loving me, caring about me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started getting better.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And as a result of that, that's just kind of where we're at now.
So is that what keeps the cap on the addiction, or what would you call it? Like, what keeps it inactive or dormant? How do you fight that?
I don't. It's crazy. That's a battle that I let God take care of. This is my analogy of it, my version, but I feel like he's just kind of just reached in me and took that desire and threw it out of me. I don't have the desire to. I know what that particular my addiction will do to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I am around it, if you go to the barbershop, you're gonna get a haircut. If I actually ingest it, it's poison for me. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot ever taste it again. Yeah. If I taste it, I'm coming for the 85 incher. Seriously.
At least you know yourself.
I know my demons, and that's what scares me. Is because I know that I would, and I could love you and Megan and Jalen.
Yeah.
It just, I love you so much. I'm gonna ask you to forgive me. Mm-hmm. And it's not you. It's me. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have put it out here for me to see it. That's a come up. That's a come up, man. Look at that big ass TV, bro. You know what I could get for that on the market out there?
This is all subject. Do you, cause it's an analogy. Like, I'll go somewhere and I'll see like athletes, cause I got athletic background, or I'll see watch sports and I'll be like, okay, this dude's here, and like I'm processing, in a sports mind, like, oh, he looks like a defensive end, oh, he looks like a point guard. Mm-hmm. Do you process like, damn, I can get that much for that, or I can get that much for that when you're out? Like, is that still part of your brain, like you're computing that, even though you're not going to do it?
No, it's not. I don't function like I don't know if I said this. My last day of using crack was 2007.
Okay.
July 3rd, I believe.
Okay. That was pre-prison? One of those?
That was 2007 is when I went to prison for the last time.
Okay.
That drug use, that episode right there, 2007, got out in 2010. So the night before I went down to report to my correction officer, when I got there, that night before, like, if I was getting high all day today, then I'd have to go tomorrow and see him.
Okay.
So I went and seen him, and I was arrested for the 2 robberies. And so, that being said, 2007 was my last use. So what is that, 18 years now? So I haven't done anything in 18 years.
That's dope, man.
Now, what's really dope to me, and I'm not saying, because people in the recovery world would disagree with this, and this is why my recovery is different. I can have a drink with you. If I wanted to, I could go to Colorado and have a gummy with my brother. I'm done fucking with that crack shit. Mm-hmm. If it's legal, I know you don't know this, but I think maybe you do. I'm dealing with sciatic nerve issue right now. And one of the things that people in recovery say, oh, you're addicted to, you got this much recovery, or don't take the medicine, because the medicine I'm on is a narcotic. Mm-hmm. It don't do me like that. my brain says I'm done. So why can't I be like you or him or that person? If you have a bad headache or a knee injury and you want a doctor says this is prescribed to you, take it.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I be normal?
Gotcha.
And that's how I think. I'm on the narcotics right now. You know, I take them as prescribed.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I can take them every 4 hours, but I don't because I know me. I take one in the morning and one before bed, and that works for me. That's me being in control.
Gotcha. Have you substituted anything for it?
Pussy.
Okay. That makes sense.
You said I can cuss.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know what? And let me clean that up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Being incarcerated and addicted for 20, 30 years of your life, you miss out on so many things.
Gotcha.
So when I started getting better, guess what came? My health, my appearance, my mindset, everything was starting to be appealing. So I was getting women.
Uh-huh.
I was catching some bad ones. They said, this motherfucker done cleaned up. Look at him.
He brand new.
I was walking different. Look, I felt good about me. And so the moral of that story is that that's probably my, you know, I tell people this all the time. Just because I stopped smoking dope don't mean I'm fixed.
Gotcha.
I got some things I'm still working on. I love women.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to control it because they fucking get me in trouble, man.
You might be the most truthful interview ever, bro.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'll fucking do it. And I know that.
Yeah.
So my friends are like, you want to go out? I really don't fucking want to go through another divorce or a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Because if she's there, that woman's there, and she gives me that look, I'm probably gonna fuck her. Why are you looking at me like that? I know it from
you could be looking at, you could be minding business.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get cute, like Kendrick said. You know, sometimes you gotta pop up and show these things. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them, man. And if I do that, I get in trouble. I can't. I gotta sit at home and look at the kids and the punk ass dogs. This is what the fuck's left.
Fuck that dog.
I'll be one. There's a huge part of me that wants to be back out there, man. I lost some precious years.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people think, oh, motherfucker, you're 54 years old. Slow down. Bitch, I was locked up 12 fucking years and addicted for 20. I want to live my best life.
Yeah.
And it don't make sense to people now. And that's kind of how I function, man. Like, I missed some things. You know, I never had a dad to take me fishing, to buy me a punk-ass mini bike. Little Jimmy riding up and down the goddamn alley with his. Won't let me drive it. Guess what? I got one now. Fuck it. Got my own shit.
Oh.
I worked hard for that. Fuck Jimmy and, that whole fucking block had shit. I never had nothing.
Yeah.
I had a punk-ass jump rope that I made. It's a rope.
Okay, you get out last time.
2010.
What are you doing? What's your mindset?
I'll tell you what it was. I can see it. My mother and sister came to pick me up from Ellsworth. We got in the car and we were driving. I could see the prison in the rear view mirror. My mother's driving, my sister's in the back, and I'm watching it, and it's getting further and further away. It's going out of my life. I can't see it no more. And I just had a feeling during that time, in that car ride, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I ain't never going back there. And so when I got out, man, I just had, I knew something was different with me in prison because I was doing different things that last bit, like I was utilizing the resources that they had in there. And they told the whole pod one time that the SRS is coming down here to talk about programs and the Voc rehab program. You guys are welcome to go. And I was the only one that went. All the other guys, man, And white folks ain't giving them niggas, you know, shit. We gonna play some dominoes and chess and do the same old shit. And I just knew that if I didn't go check it out for myself, I would never know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did. And when I got out, I went down to Voc Rehab, and they were everything they said they were. I met the criteria. I was black, addicted, and fucked up. And when I jumped through every hoop they sent me through, and I mean, it was a bunch of bullshit. They wanted me to screw screws on bolts and shit and swing things through, and it, you know, like some fucking test dummy or something, you know. And basically, it's like some type of test to see what you were supposed to be, in, you know, or you're supposed to be a barber or a truck driver or whatever. I told them I wanted to be a truck driver. No, not based off these scores. Like, man, what the fuck? What scores for me tying on some bolts? How fast I can do it? You know. So anyway, long story short, they said I was supposed to be some type of counselor, and I went into that field. They paid for me to go to Johnson County. They paid my first month's rent and deposit. Before they did that, they sent me up there to find a job. So I found a job, and I went and enrolled in Johnson County Community College, and I started grinding, and I haven't looked back since. In fact, they kicked me out of the program. Yeah, and they basically told me that we can't help you no more. You're helping yourself. We're going to save these resources for someone that needs
You
them.
graduated, basically.
Yeah. And I was like, that's some bullshit, man. I like you guys' program. I mean, why take it from me? What else can you give me? Shit.
Yeah.
You know, they bought me a car, rent and deposit, clothing, computer. I mean, they put me in the game. Like, fuck, you guys are like parents right now. I need a mom and dad. You know what I mean? But anyway, I graduated, and this is where I'm at.
When did you get back to Hutch?
I met my wife. So I got out in 2010, went to Olathe, 11, 12. Was up there with a female friend that I knew all my life, and we started fucking around, and, you know, basically was out there with her, and then we split up, and I was coming back home to see my kids, and I met my wife at the time. Okay. And I came back home like in 13, 14, something like that. Got married, went to work for SAC, Substance Abuse Center.
Oh, you worked at SAC? Okay.
I did that shit. Then from there, I went to work for a company called Higher Ground in Wichita, which is an outpatient drug and alcohol facility, which coincided. My office was at the community corrections office, so I had an office there and an office there. I had to report to two people. So, and then from that job, the sheriff of Reno County called me and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Shit, man. Whatever the fuck you chasing, it ain't me." He says, "No, I'm gonna offer you a job." I says, "Well, you need to text me that first. Don't be calling because you scare me when you do that shit." He says, "I want you to be my program director." He says, "Whatever you're doing, I want you to do the same for the inmates." And I thought that was cool. He said, "But don't quit yet. Don't put your 2 weeks in." And he had to run that by his staff to make sure that his staff would receive me the way that he envisioned it. And he didn't want me in a hostile environment because they used to be, some of them were there when I was an inmate. And they all said, well, fuck, when he was here, he was the most polite and honest goddamn inmate we ever had. If this is what he's doing, you put your stamp on him, why not? And all my friends are cops now.
When was the detailing?
So the detailing came in after I got married. I wanted more. My wife and I had bought a little house, and I was basically $22 an hour or something at the time of the divorce. But during that time we were married, all my money was being utilized. That's what I give my wife some of the credit for my success today, is because before we got married, she said, let's go check out our credit score. And she got down there, and I'm like, I don't know about mine. I just don't know.
Yeah.
My shit was like 280 or something, you know. She's like, motherfucker, if we're gonna have a life, you gotta fix this.
Yeah.
So everything I was making, she took me to the bank. This is some real G shit for her. I mean, I love her for this today. She had them people run my credit, you know, and they came back and was like, you need to pay this, and this Sprint. But I'm like, why pay Sprint? I ain't fucking paid them in 20 years. I don't need to pay them. You know, it don't make no sense. So long story short, Dana, we sat down and she looked at me and she says, you got to pay this. And here's what I want you to consider. She computed and did all the data and the numbers. And she says, give me $400 a month. Yes, all you have to give me out of your check. I'll take care of everything else in the house. Because I moved in with her. She owned her own house. Mm-hmm. So I gave her $400 a month for several years. And what she was doing was pushing that shit out to everybody that I owed. Mm-hmm. And like 3 years later, bro, I was like almost 770 or something. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Like she instilled that in me. Like I will not be able to sleep if I owe somebody something. Mm-hmm. I don't want to ever ruin that, my credit. You know, it's important. It's so important that I realized when I was a kid and I got to see Johnny riding motorcycles and these people pulling them boats and trailers, and I'm sitting here like, wow, I gotta fucking rob 30 people to get that shit. How they fucking do it?
Yeah.
And all alone, they worked 40 hours a week. That's all I had to do. Mm-hmm. And it was true. That's all I had to do. I went down there with that 700 something score and said, I want that boat. Well, oh yeah. You want everything else to go with it? I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, you're approved. I'm like, this is how the world works.
Yeah.
All this time, it's been a big illusion for me, I think. And that was my problem getting out of prison. I had, you know, you're my partner and you work 40 hours a week and you got great credit and all that. And you rolling on some Daytons and, you know, but what I don't know is I think you're pushing a sack and coming up and you're working every day. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to catch up. Yeah. I can't get where you're at after you didn't put in years of that. And here I am trying to jump from here to here without going through this. It never worked for me. That's why I always got in trouble because I thought I was the best dope dealer in Hutchinson to find out that I was only my best customer. Every time I think I was getting ready to get a sack and come up, I mean, I'm getting ready to fucking, you know, Goodfellas type of shit. I'm getting ready to come up. Led me to robbery. Every time I get a sack that I done worked all week and spent this $1,000 and I done fucked around and tricked that off. Now I got to figure out how I don't look stupid, how I get rid of this feeling I'm having. I got to get something back. And that's why I started robbing people.
So how did... Okay, I think I asked it earlier, but can you be more elaborate about how you actually formulated? How'd you transition from detailing to security?
So what happened was when I was detailing, and thank you, man, because I get all over the place. When I was living with Dana, my money was being pushed out, that $400. I didn't really have a lot of money, so I wanted some extra money because I like to do things, fish and things like that. So I started the detail business. It started from just going in the garage and seeing what she had from her last marriage. You know, she kept all that. And then what I had accumulated, like air compressors and, you know, pressure hose. And I got all this. So why not make something of it? And I was very good at making connections and from the jail and everything. And all the people I knew, I started that business. Mm-hmm. And that same detail business is what saved me after my divorce. Because I was already established in the home we were, me and Dana. And when we got the divorce, she basically wanted her part of what she put into the house, which was $30,000. And all I had was a job. Mm-hmm. So now if I don't give her $30,000, I'm gonna have to go pick my kid up.
Oh, you had to pay her $30,000.
Yeah, I had to give her 30 grand. I had 6 months to do it or lose the house or sell the house.
Okay.
I did it in 3 months. I told my kid at the time, she was probably 14, I'm gonna be missing in action for a little bit. I know you don't understand, this isn't your fault, but daddy's gonna be right out here in the garage if you need me. And I bust like, after I got off work at 5 o'clock, I'd come home and detail 3 cars a night. I'd get in for 5, I'd get in bed around midnight and get up and go to work, come back home. I had a place giving me these cars, so it worked out for me. Alan Samuels, I had a contract with him.
Okay.
And they was feeding me all these cars. In 3 months, I had like 40 grand saved up. She was pissed. She was pissed that I was able to keep the house. That was part of her punishment for me. She wanted me to fail.
Mm. And that goes back to that boxing.
I'm not a quitter. Discipline. My cousin told me, in fact, I was going through it during my divorce. I was like fucked up. And my cousin says, man, I'm gonna tell you something. Because you remember cocaine addiction. When I get sad, even today, if something goes wrong in my work or my life or my kids fucking up or something, I still have them same feelings. And I don't like them, like, man. But now I'm able to deal with them. So back then, when all that shit was going down, I fished, even when I should have been working and not fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the only thing that kept me from feeling everything that I was feeling.
Gotcha.
That was my out. And so my cousin said to me, he says, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I know how much it means to you. I know why you do what you do. He says, but you need to get off the fucking boat and park it and get to work. And he was right. It was that, and that's what works for me. If I love you and I care about you and I know you feel the same, I'm gonna listen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to block it. I'm gonna keep it in here.
Mm-hmm.
And when I felt that from him and I heard that, I know it was sincere and it was out of love. I had to take a look at it. He was right.
Mm-hmm.
When I got off that boat and started dealing with the shit that was going on, I did it. Shouldn't have fucked the girl. I did. The male woman at that. It was the male lady that got me divorced.
The lady that puts your mail?
Yeah, she was my mail lady on 15th.
Okay.
Well, I'm not even going to say it. But I had a lot of fun. And it was wrong. But that's what caused my divorce. And just a lot of growth, man. I don't know. I'm all over the place, but it's all true. You know, everything we're talking about is what I went through, and it's also built the character that I got now. But you know, I still struggle. I still have them moments to where I have to put gas back into myself because I'm sad or something fucked up in my life, or you know, I have to always do something. I'm constantly putting back into me to feel good. If it's really what fuels my tank is doing shit for other people. That's what fuels my tank, and everyone thinks I'm trying to show off. Oh, look what I can do for you. No, it's genuine. I want to see you succeed. Just like this position that I got open. I want to enhance people's lives.
Yeah.
I want to build people so much to where now that I'm starting to take me more serious as a business owner and thinking, if I'm going to enhance people's lives, what does that really look like? I can give them a job making 20 bucks an hour, 23 bucks an hour. But is that what really would attract me? What else as an employer can I do? So now I'm looking at offering insurance. And as a small company, one of the things I understand is that people, I think, complicate shit. Like for me, it's very simple. When I had worked for all these companies, they offered insurance. But I still had to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was paying a portion of that, not really realizing that this company's giving me this. No, I'm paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
So as an owner, if you work for me and you want insurance, all I got to do is go buy it and charge you a percentage of it and still give it to you. Say insurance is $500 a month for you. Well, I may pay $300, make you pay $200.
Mm-hmm.
But the part in that is that you're paying $200 just like anyone else would, but you're still able to take care if you need to go to the hospital, or whatever, or your children or whatever. That's what being a boss or an owner is about to me. It ain't about lining my pockets.
Yeah.
Doing the right thing when no one's watching. And I haven't always been good at that.
I think wow, you're
fucked up.
No, it's like it's like when they say there's no honor amongst thieves, but it's almost like you were a thief, but then you still have honor.
Yes, it's like I wouldn't say Robin Hood, but yeah.
But you treat people right, and even if they don't recognize it, you still do it for your own, for yourself, and for their not knowing. You know, and it's shown that the things that I don't. You're very successful. Like you say, like people say, security company. Like you have vehicles.
Yeah.
You have
I have 4 in my fleet now, and that's some of the people I'm working with. They got 70, 80 vehicles in their fleets.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm saying it as from coming from where you were. You started behind the finish line. You know what like it wasn't an even race. You know, and then you built this, and it's pretty amazing for you to withstand. If you look at your childhood, if you look at your upbringing, you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Your father not being there, addiction, prison. You know, you mentioned going through a divorce, like going back to like all these things, but you still like your head is above water. That's pretty amazing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to like sit down and look at yourself and be like, damn, I did that, and pat yourself on the back and give yourself a hug. You know what I'm saying? Because it's amazing.
You know what, man? I've been conditioned and seasoned from a different set of people, man. Like people's values and views, and I guess where I'm going with that is that everything you said is exactly what it is. But the struggle in that is when, and again, what is successful? You know what I mean? I feel like an average guy. I don't see what you see. I just feel like I'm a father who takes care of his responsibilities. And yeah, I feel like, look what I've done, but it's almost, that is almost like I don't want to be recognized for that. Because when I start saying, or even not even saying, showing people the closest to me, the ones that I love and would die for, hey, check this out. This is what I'm doing. I get the opposite return.
Gotcha. I understand that.
They don't fucking give a fuck.
Which is
haters.
Yeah. Yes. But I'm telling you, because I feel like if I'm looking at myself personally, I feel like I've accomplished a lot. And there's people that don't know the things that I've done. And when I start talking, I'll say something and they'll look at me crazy like, what? Like, you did that? You know him? You've been there? And what I'm saying to you is like, you're not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. So because we're not supposed to be here, there's 0% I'm not supposed to be here right now. It's not it's you're not supposed to be here. So for you being here and you saying that you're just an average guy, that's fucking exceptional.
But when you say you're not supposed to be here, I feel that shit. Because now think about that. If you really, let me remove you and just apply myself here. If I really think that I'm not supposed to be here, if I don't know how to channel that the right way, that is almost a destruction to me.
Yeah.
If I feel like I'm not supposed to be here, and quite honestly, I don't know if they call it survivor's guilt or something, whatever, there's fucking terms for it, but I don't feel like it's fucking crazy to me. And so when I put off that energy, people think that I'm bragging or I'm boasting. Like, you know, you can't come to me as my partner, as my homeboy, and say, man, and if I know you don't smoke crack and you're not that motherfucker out robbing and shit, if you came to me right now and said, man, my fucking car broke down, my old lady's without a job right now, my son needs some fucking shoes. All right. You ready? Where are we going to get the shoes? What's going on with the car? I'm gonna fucking help you.
Yeah.
Not because I can, because I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
At least I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that with my heart, and I think that's why when all these people feel like, I know I can feel the energy in my community. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me.
When do you think it changed?
What do you mean?
Like,
what changed?
Like you say, people look at you differently.
Success.
Success.
They don't want to see something. Again, we'll trace this back to what you said. We ain't supposed to be here.
You wasn't supposed to win.
Right.
The story would have been easier to believe if they said Tiny is still in jail, or Tiny went back to jail,
or he's dead now. You know, well.
That's an easier book.
It's surprised it took this long. He was crazy as fuck, you know. Goddamn, the motherfucker, he did X, Y, and Z, and the police did that. You know, I had a lot of shit happen, and you're right. I'm not supposed to be here. And I think from other people's lenses, when they see that, I think a lot of it has to do with them personally themselves, because I feel like when you should be congratulating somebody on not being in prison, 18 years of sobriety, and not having the desire to want to go backwards, why does that bother you? Why does it bother you that I can have fucking ducks drinking out of my swimming pool and fucking peacocks landing on my roof now? I never wanted that shit, but it's happening. Yeah. I ain't bullshitting. I got peacocks. I swear to God, I ain't fucking on no dope or anything. These motherfuckers come to my house at a certain time every day and play up in my fucking trees, and the squirrels and shit. Like, what the fuck's going on, man? I got fucking wildlife in my fucking house. Yeah. And it's fucking pretty fucking cool. I swear to God, like, the neighbors say, oh, there's little Bobby. He just, look at him crossing the street. I'm like, is he supposed to be here? Because where I'm from, we don't see peacocks in the yard. Yeah. And they just come up and ring the doorbell and shit. I'm not making this up, man. I swear. I pulled my phone out one time and someone's at my door and it's the peacock. Do you think I'm bullshit?
No, bro. So
I enjoy my life. And I don't think that other people give a fuck. And I think it's the people that know me from here. And it's almost this concept to me. Everything is fine when you're here. But when you go this far up or a little bit past these people, they no longer want to accept you.
Yeah.
Because you're not below them anymore. Now what does it say to the world when a fucking crackhead did 12 fucking years in prison? Now he carries a goddamn firearm in front of the police. He's got a fucking concealed carry weapon. There's nothing that no one can stop me from doing.
Yeah.
So why are you mad? Because you
didn't use your 24 hours in the way that you.
And I'm supposed to, and because of who I am, that's where my struggle is. Because in some cases, I feel like giving it back just to be accepted. I'd rather have a friend than fucking ducks and shit. Peacocks. You think I'm bullshitting? I'll show it to you. I got proof. I don't want motherfuckers to try to send me to Larned or somewhere. I got peacocks at my house daily. At a certain time, it's like they leave. They go out and kick it and shit. They're out in the motherfucking town doing whatever. Fucking somebody's dog or something. I don't know. And then they come home like they're supposed to. It's like every time at 7 o'clock, they're home.
So
it's crazy. I got you all fucked up.
How last kind of series of questions.
Sure.
What we do is I'll give you some people names and then you just tell me thoughts or message or whatever. Start with your mom.
What about her?
Like, just start what any last thoughts on how you feel or anything you would like to say.
She is probably the one that deserves the crown. She's the real winner. She was the one that never turned her back on me when the world seen me as a monster. I was her monster. She never stopped loving me. She never closed her doors on me. She always fed me when I was out there, didn't know where I was going to eat, sleep, whatever. It was her. So I will never say anything bad about my mother because I know she prayed all this shit to happen.
The moment now.
Because of her feeding me with godly spirit, value, making me understand that there is a reason you're not dead. She's the reason why I understand that there's a purpose in our lives. Everyone has it. I never really paid attention to it, but I should be dead. I should be from the police having me at gunpoint, labeling me armed and dangerous, to the dope man wanting to, I robbed my sister's boyfriend. He was a dope man. I robbed him in her house. He didn't want to give me no more dope, so I took it. I didn't spend $800 with you. Now you can't loan me 20? Okay. Not how it worked. I didn't spend my $800 with you. I didn't tuck away from my woman and went in her purse and took half the 800. I had a couple hundred, but then took 600 of her money, which was the rent money, and gave it to you, and you can't loan me $20 or give me a $20 up? All right. Now we're playing a different game. You just told me you don't give a fuck about me.
That's the definition of that word.
And I line your pockets. I'm the reason why you can pay your rent, because you ain't working. She was working. You sitting on your ass waiting for me to call you, but you can't loan me $20. You can't spot me, motherfucker. You know I'm going to go rob the whole goddamn town. You know I'm going to do that. And even if I don't give you your $20 back, did you really lose? You still got $780. Right? Is that the math? Like, people are just, I should be dead though, because someone probably, today, if I tried that, yeah, I'd probably be gone. Yeah.
Your stepdad.
Awesome guy. You probably know him. Heard of him. Gino Grissom.
I've heard that name. Yeah.
Gino's my dad. We got a brother, Gino Jr. Grissom. Played for Oklahoma football.
Wait, that's your bro? What?
And then he went on to play. He graduated, was drafted to New England.
Yeah, Patriots.
Yeah, and then he went Saints or Colts or somewhere. He's out now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my stepbrother, half brother, stepbrother, whatever it is, which is really not my brother.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this much: when little Gino was born, we lived in Colorado. I was there when he was born, and I was with him for 2 years. I changed his fucking diapers. It's crazy.
Your real dad, biological dad.
He's around. He's here. I don't talk to him, and not because I don't love him, but if you're gonna tell me that this sofa is orange, and I'm looking at it and the motherfucker's beige or whatever, because it ain't no damn orange. Whatever color after
ain't
that,
no reason for us to talk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and let you continue to tell me something's orange when it's not. Okay. And as out of respect, I'm just gonna walk away and separate myself.
I understand that.
You ain't gonna. I'm not that person
anymore.
Play with me like that. Yeah. And I have a lot of conflict in my life because I think like that. Because I'm always challenging a motherfucker that tries to put some bullshit on me. You know, like, you can't tell me something about my business or my life or my pool or my fucking peacocks if you ain't never fucking had them. You can't tell me about peacocks don't live in Hutchinson, Kansas. You don't fucking know that because they fucking do. Yeah. And you're sitting here trying to tell me that's a fucking pigeon? It's not. It's not no damn pigeon. It's a fucking peacock, and I can show you. Fuck that. I'm gonna fucking show you this peacock. Y'all don't want the motherfucker. Nah, that motherfucker's back on that shit. He's back on that shit. That's on my house. Them are peahens. That's the female version of peacock.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm serious. You think you want to know something else? Fucking ducks. I got ducks. Yeah, it's crazy.
You mentioned your daughter. What can you say about that?
Which one?
Oh, I didn't know.
So I have a 31-year-old daughter, and I have an 18-year-old daughter, and I have a 21-year-old son. No, not 21. Sorry. Jocelyn's 31, so he's 3 years younger than Jocelyn. So what is he, 28? Yeah, 28. Okay. I haven't seen him since he was 2. When I went to prison, his mother in 98, I think he was born in 96. I went to prison, he was 2, and pretty much his mother was just fed up. So she had no clue that I was gonna fucking, she thought that, and I can appreciate this, the lifestyle I was living, she probably thought that I wasn't gonna make it anyway. So why would I let my son know something, this person, when this person is never gonna make it? He's gonna die. I don't want my son to know his dad like that. That's my version. I believe that's why she kept him from me, but I was never in the position to fight for him until I remember 2012. It was Christmas, like the day before Christmas, I get a fucking letter from the court saying I got to pay more child support for Jalen. I got a son named Jalen. And it just instantly pissed me off. Like, you want more money from me than I'm already giving you for a son that I have not? You won't even let me talk to him. I was mad, so I went and hired an attorney. And it was the best battle that I've ever been in, because They made us do mediation and things like that. And the guy basically says, she's like, well, he doesn't want to see him. He doesn't know him. And the guy says, I don't give a damn. He ain't 18, so that's Michael's his father, and there's no reason to keep Michael from him. He's not an abuser, or he hasn't, legally she couldn't stop me from seeing him.
Okay.
And I haven't seen him since he was 2, and this was like when he was 17, getting ready to turn 18. And I don't know what it was, but it was a smart move for me, but it was really sincere, I think, because I had leverage because the law says I can see my son,
Okay.
but I haven't seen him since he was 2. He's, I don't want to put that on him, but I flipped it around and I made it work for me. And I told her, I says, here's the deal. I won't, but you take this fucking child support away right now, or I will force you to make me see him. I says, I don't think it's cool what you did. I wasn't bothering you, and I'm still paying you child support. I want it all to go away. Either you take it all away right now, or we're going forward. And I'm moving as fast and aggressive as I can because I have rights. She ended up taking, okay. I didn't have to pay no more child support. They stopped the rears and everything. And you know why I did that? Because he was getting ready to turn 18 in months. And I felt like I don't want to force him to see me. Why would I force him 17 in 2 or 3 months? He'll be 18. And then when he turns 18, he ain't going to see me no more anyway.
Yeah, you want to put him in a predicament.
Yeah. I don't want to force his hand. I want him to be able to analyze everything that you told him about me. Society's told him about me. He's read about me. And I want him to see this version. And let him make his own decision. You got a dad. You had a dad that was fucked up. You don't no more. I'm back. I want to be part of your life, but you're a grown-ass man. If you want to hang out with me, or you want to continue to think that I'm a bad person, or you know what, better yet, if you don't want to forgive me, I ain't seen you since you were 2. That's the other part that I struggle with, because that's a fucked up feeling to have as a parent, knowing that your child doesn't want nothing to do with you, and you've done everything you've done was for them. Now, I didn't just get better because I wanted to. I got better because they needed me. My children needed me, and they were mine. I'm responsible. But don't get it twisted. Like, if you ain't fucking with me, you ain't fucking with me. I know who I am today, and you're not gonna hold that label on me. You can think what you want. Keep your ass over there. You know where I live. You got my phone number. If you ever want to sit down and talk like a man, then come fuck with me. Because I'll tell you that your dad was on that crack. That shit's horrible. I hope you're not fucking with it, because it changed everything about me. Changed so much that I love you, but I didn't love you enough to stop fucking with this shit because I love this more. Do I look like the type of person that would give you away for this? No. My job is to make sure I let you know what happened so you don't fucking be the same person, because I think all my kids got the fucked up gene. I think they all got addicted personalities. My 18-year-old, she's addicted to fucking buying shit. My oldest daughter, she's they have their own, but it takes a matter of the wrong energy to place them and displace them in a position to where if they're around people that are doing that, then it's going to happen. Are we out of time?
No, I mean, that was really it. That's deep. I hope you guys have a conversation.
My son?
One day,
See, man, and that's ideal, and I want it, and I've worked so hard for it. And I'm almost at a point, well, I'm not almost, I've been at this point. It's almost more healthier for me to let it go, to dwell on it. And the reason I say that is because I know who I am. I'm not going to continue to let you, son, friend, judge, police, keep me back here.
Because if you had that mindset, you wouldn't be where you are now.
And if me changing for the better is not good enough for you, I ain't never signed my rights over, so, you know, they tried to. Got me fucked up. My baby, my son. But I'm not gonna kiss his ass, yours, anyone else's. If he ain't fucking with me, I'm 54, motherfucker. What I got, 20 more years left? I didn't need you for some of these years, so it is what it is. I'm not going to feel bad anymore for why you are mad at me. I'm just not. You can't make me wrong so you can be right. That's my conflict with the world right now. Bitch, don't try to make me wrong so you can be right. I won't do that. If I'm fucking wrong, bro, I'm wrong. Period. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you over some shit that you know you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make you wrong. That's not cool, man.
Yeah.
Don't do me like that, because I don't care. Babies, dogs, whoever, don't fucking make me wrong so you can be right. Don't do that to me. Because I'm the person that I have to own mine. So if you're fucking with me, you got to own yours too, or don't fuck with me, because I'm not taking yours. I'm done doing that. It's not happening no more.
Man, with that being said, it's been very insightful, entertaining. Damn peacocks.
I'm just telling you what it is, man. Back in my addiction, if I could have trapped one of them motherfuckers, them motherfuckers are a rare species. We could have got paid, right?
Man, I appreciate you for coming, bro. We gotta do a part 2.
Let's find out what happened to the peacock.
And we're gonna wrap it up. Another episode of Life and Times of Tub City with Mr. Michael Hill Jr., aka Tiny. Thanks for coming, man.
Man, I appreciate it. Great things are going, man. I appreciate seeing you do this. I feel kind of special being here, so thank you for the opportunity.
And that's it. Life and Times of Tub City. Out.